Look at me, guys. I bought this new light and now I am illuminated. So a few days ago, I coached this challenger Aphelios, and I thought this one is actually pretty useful for every ADC, so why not use this as my first video on my second channel? I cut together the parts that I thought were the most useful, but if you want to watch the whole video, just go into the description as the first link. Actually, I don't think you can click those yet, because it's the first video, and I wasn't recording as audio at the start. Classic. So I just started out giving my take on the drafts for both teams. And I think it's really important that you look at the comp and you can much more quickly tell kind of what the enemy's game plan is going to be if they play the game right, especially if you want to go competitive, right? And that you know what you need to do in order to mitigate that. Because as ADC, you can't necessarily like proactively initiate those plays, but you can know that the enemy is going to go for them and then either call your support to cover or cover yourself or play the lane differently. So this game, your composition is way better, like you said. Your win condition is, yes, you can play for objectives, but like if I see a melee mid laner and the Silas jungle, I think we're going to skirmish a lot, right? We're going to play 3v3s, 4v4s, 2v2s all the time, and we're going to win them. The enemy team comps has like also got kind of skirmishes in a way, but they're all weaker in comparison, so they don't win skirmishes. And then the other win condition that enemies have is they have 4 pick champions and a split pusher. So what are they going to do? They're going to split push, and then they're going to catch somebody on Fog of War. They're going to dive top lane with Elise. They're going to dive bot lane with Elise. They're going to Varus ult you from Fog. They're going to Nico ult you from Minion. And so your role would be, especially if the enemy's skirmishing potential is like kind of low, your main job in this game is to really think about these disgusting pick opportunities that they have, like level 6. We say, okay, level 6, I'm going to watch out for Nico ult. I'm going to watch out for the Elise dive when my jungler can cover it. Again, the reason that I think you should be aware of this is so that you can communicate and like kind of respond better in the game, respond faster in the game. And so I'm thinking this lane right here, they're poking you, right? You're going to try to go for an all-in. They're going to try to poke you. So your main job should try to be to just do anything you can think of creatively to try to preserve health. And then you want to be ready to just follow up onto your Thrashers engage. And if you win the laning phase, it's going to make the game so much easier for you. Alright, now as we are about to go into game, I just want to say that this video is specifically focused on early game and micro in the laning phase. Because after that, the game was kind of over, and I also don't know how well this kind of video is going to be received, so if you want to see more like this, just like the video. And if you're here for some of that Aphelios knowledge or combos, those are at the end of the video. Okay, now tell me what happened in this little exchange.
I think I'm walking way too far up, and I don't think I should trade autos here anyways. When the hook lands, one step back, one auto, and then step back again. I think it's correct to just stay out of poke range.
I think there were actually like multiple mistakes. I think the first mistake is for some reason you don't use your auto attack. You hook and she gets hooked, and now you're in range, no? Why are we running away right now?
Good question.
That's a free auto. And then imagine you auto now, then your next auto would come out now. And then you just run out. 2 auto attacks and get out. You also cancel one, like here. Auto. Auto. We walk out, but instead now we try to go for another auto, but you're like, oh shit, if I auto now, I'm gonna lose all my health. Okay, but then run out, no?
Yeah.
But then we still
try, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was a 2 auto angle, and if you mess up at the start, then it's a 1 auto angle, like you said, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I want to avoid is that the only thing that's on your mind afterwards is, oh my god, I'm so dog shit. What the fuck? Because I feel like that's exactly what's going to go on in your mind. There's so many crazy mistakes. As like, I play support, right? I play with ADCs every game. There are so many unbelievable errors that people do who are challenger, that people do who are pro players. How do you feel about this situation? So right now, look, Atakan is up. All right, and if you look at the minimap, it's gonna be kind of awkward because if I pause, there's a thing on top of the minimap. But look at the minimap and kind of tell me, where do you think Aphelios is supposed to go here?
He's supposed. What I would do is either open mid or bot.
Which one do you think is better?
Akali is already bot.
I can show you the scoreboard in a sec. So okay, so there's the scoreboard, right? Just finish Infinity Edge.
Yeah.
No farm because we're boosted.
Yeah, I think correct play is taking this mid wave and running bot. This the one that's coming now.
Okay, I disagree, but I would understand if that's what happened, because right now, if he goes like Silas is going bot, if Aphelios goes mid here, like who covers Aphelios on the way to Atakan? Is it Karma?
Yeah,
But Karma is not enough here, is it?
yeah, that's true.
So why don't we just have the Renekton with teleport, catch the next mid wave after recalling, like just let the enemies get prow. It's Atakan. Who cares about mid prow? Like just catch the wave, and then we go 4-man bot, enter the Atakan area, get control, and Renekton can TP or flank. I think
I
that's
feel
way
like
safer.
yeah, I feel like that's correct, and I feel like what I think that's what I would do, like run mid here.
Yeah.
But I think it's correct to run bot.
But you wouldn't do what
I,
Nautico does. You wouldn't do what Nautico does. 'Cause look at what
but,
Nautico does.
hmm. Also, what the fuck is his weapon rotation? Hello.
Yeah, don't worry about that, right? Like, but like he's going for Wolf Camp, not even there. That is crazy, no? You didn't even go for the mid pro. You just wanted to get the Wolf Camp. Just ignore Atakan. Don't worry, guys. It's fine. We just lose Atakan. No
Yeah, I
problem.
mean, if the camp is up, I get it because he can't contest the midwave against Mel, so he will just
Yeah, but
take
then
the
why is he going mid, right? Like he needs to be at the
I don't
fight
know.
when he is the
Yeah,
sign.
I agree.
But like this is crazy, right? To have this mistake happen. I'm like, oh okay, it's normal. Everyone is bad. Okay, everyone is bad. You see Natinat
Everyone
streams.
is bad.
Natinat's like screaming at all of his teammates, saying, "Oh my god, it's not even comparable to Korea, man. Everyone in the EU is so bad. I fear for our region." When I play with Natinat, he's like dying every time I miss an ability. You know, like it's
Yeah,
we're just all bad. Okay, so don't worry. So we int.
beams.
We run it down just like everyone else. Nice. Not as
Love
fast
that.
as the Thresh though. And now, like, back into the game. Like, what now? So I mean, I guess you don't know where these started, right? You don't think about that, or do you think about that if you know it?
We saw Elise on Raptors, no? At some point.
Okay, so you know that Elise started bot, so she's gonna be
No,
top.
I know. No, I know she is bot side because she started top, right? No, oh no, the other way around. Yeah.
So do you know, or are you confused in the
Yeah,
game? You're like,
we
I
knew.
think she's
I
bot.
knew. I knew. I
Okay,
just
good. You just misremembered, yeah.
yeah, misremembered. Yeah.
How do you win this lane now?
Uh, when the Silas comes, we crash the wave and base, and then we try to look for all in.
Okay. Wow. And what do we do?
Um, I don't remember.
We wait for Silas. We don't lose all of our HP. Good, good,
Yeah,
good.
that's ideally what we should do. Yeah.
No, that's what you are doing. It's good. Now,
And now Silas is here. They're backing off, and now we should push. But do we push?
I'm not sure.
Don't push. It looks like
I, I,
we are.
I just cannot understand that.
So...
So Silas is bot, Elise is top. So you're not even worried. I thought like maybe you were worried about like Elise contesting Scuttle or like Elise being lane gang or I don't know. But we know she's not here. And so we give the enemies this freeze. Especially against like lethality Varus. Like how's he even gonna stop you? There's no way that the wave was gonna get frozen at all.
Yeah.
You just have to recall now, right? Because like Elise already done Scuttle. She's not ganking top. Maybe there's a chance that she's gonna go invade the like you know maybe this could happen. But like unless you spot her on top side right now, she is gonna recall and go bot again. Right? That Krugs are responsible. This is Agharin, okay? Like he's gonna recall for Krugs.
Yeah.
And in this wave state, I don't know how you know
I think now just base
just
and
base
take
and yeah, because we fucked up at the start and then we fucked up again and then our Thresh fucked up and then we didn't crash the wave when we had the opportunity. So our lane is a bit cooked. So we just that's a complete free call for Elise on her full clear timer, right? She lost nothing. And she gets an extra kill. She's doing the full clear into farm bot lane into full clear angle. That's how Agharin will 1v9 the game 100%. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. And then my Thresh does that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's me right now, man. Galio mod.
Yeah.
What is up with this guy, man?
Seeing it now, that's the correct decision in my opinion, and I don't know why I didn't in game.
Yeah, so that's the interesting part, right? So I think you understand, like, you literally know what the right play is when I pause and I show you, but in game it doesn't happen. So the question is,
Yes.
I don't know, it's already been a day, maybe you don't remember, but like, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about nothing? Are you thinking about
For some reason that we could crash this now, but obviously we can't.
But I don't think you thought about the game the way that we just talked about a second ago,
No,
right?
no,
Like that
no.
the enemy's goal is to poke you out, at least goal is to like dive
Yeah,
lanes.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I usually don't
Yeah.
think much at all in draft.
And then you
And
see
I
how
mean,
how much easier it could be to know what to do with the wave and to know what to do with the lane if you already know like what the enemy's win
yeah,
condition is. It's
yeah,
just
it's
about
true.
reacting fast in game. So I don't think that you
It's,
would like if I told you at the start of the game how things were gonna go. I don't think that you wouldn't have taken that crash. Do you remember why you go for this fight? You end up fighting here. Sidestep this
uh,
easy. Router. Was it just a trade angle or was it like Silas is nearby?
yeah,
Let's fight.
I guess I'm lucky that he's there
Okay.
because
Okay.
because I don't think he was in my head, if I'm being honest.
Alright.
Like
Because if he
like
was
here,
in your head, then you should probably not root here, right? You should just hold the root.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then if they actually trade
But
on you,
but,
you
but yeah, that makes sense. Like I root here because it's a trade angle in my head.
yeah. Yeah. And then
But
imagine right here, if they do the same thing and you keep the root, and then now you root, Varus will lose, like he will not die probably, but he will lose all of his HP, right?
yeah,
And then now we have a freeze. Elise is pathing to top. She will base and try to unfreeze this, but he will lose at least one wave for this, probably more than that, if Elise just recalls immediately. That could have been a lot better.
yeah,
And then you do the Aphelios thing because the guy flashed earlier on the gank and you kill him, which
yeah,
is so insane. I think this is something you just really, really good at. You just know when you can do this kind of stuff. It's really good. And I
yeah.
think this is something that you just lack on every other champion. And so because you make
Yes.
these like kind of ADC role mistakes and then you can't do this to even it out, you
Yeah,
suffer
that's
on
true.
every other champ.
Let's keep it that way. Don't watch those
Yeah.
games. I mean, here I just forgot to count. I forgot
Yeah.
to
We
think
forgot that the
about.
enemy composition has poke champions.
Yes.
Pick champions, I mean, pick champions. And then we respawn, we come back, and now we don't have cleanse, and this is why your next fight gets cooked. Because like, especially in these kind of games where it's really hard, summoner spells are what gives you that edge, right?
Yeah.
In some
I mean, yeah.
situations.
That's why I could not go on him, right? Because I had flash and he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, and this game is really hard. Now I saw this one death, I just want to show you so that you remember the
Probably. Oh yeah. I was like, damn.
wow. This is why we should have, I don't know, nothing really, right? Because you can't really do anything, even if you won lane, it would have not looked any different here. Maybe you had flash,
Yeah.
you could have tried something, but these kind of deaths are just the ADC package, you know? That's why I never play ADC, because I think this lane, despite how bad Thresh was, you could have probably won because you got strong-sided so hard, and instead we kind of went even. It just takes one bad skirmish from the enemies to turn your team into we win every fight, and they need to get a pick.
Yeah.
And then it just comes down to how aware is your team, how well are you playing, and you're like a primary target for them. So that's like when you kind of have influence. But since we lost lane, and I think that there was just a lot of mistakes in lane, it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
Not sure if it would have been winnable either way with this setup, but yeah.
I think I can carry this.
Okay, now you need to tell me the hidden Aphelios knowledge that I can write it down for myself. Tell me the weapon thingy orders. Do you have different ones? Do you only like do you have two different playstyles based on the game? Do you switch in the middle of the game?
If I'm being honest, I have one, and it's mostly about playing around blue-green because, in my opinion, that is the most OP combo. Something I should also say is I sometimes just get rid of weapons if it benefits the situation more than it hurts my rotation. Does that make sense? If I can get a kill from sniping someone with green Q, I will take that chance because
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
kill is more worth than ruining my weapon combo.
yeah, and you just need to fix it next time. It'll like
Yeah,
most of the time
exactly.
it won't have any impact, right? Because you just need to get
Exactly.
rid of one weapon.
It gets rid of red, it gets rid of green, red, white,
Red,
green,
white into green into purple,
purple.
into blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And the difference is I go
So you do
red,
red,
white,
white,
green, blue.
green, blue.
I don't. I mean, yeah, I only use red, blue late game.
Okay, so sometimes you do the swap where you swap blue and purple back, and then you have red,
Yeah,
blue
exactly.
again. Okay.
Yeah.
So you basically just make the standard swap that everyone does, so that you get red, white
Yeah.
together at the start, and then you also blue, green combo.
In my opinion, that's the correct way to play.
Now, for some of you, this might have been a little confusing, so let me explain. In order to get his sniper and flamethrower into the same rotation, he uses his flamethrower before he gets rid of the root gun. The flamethrower Q allows him to reliably get a sniper mark onto the opponent, and if you have enough attack speed, you can actually attack with that sniper before that mark is ready. Once the mark is ready, it acts as an auto reset. So you can basically get 2 auto attacks instead of just 1. And in the late game, when Aphelios does 800 damage with a crit onto a squishy, that can be a lot of extra damage.
See, now I can do the combo.
Okay, and then how do you extend it? You just throw your ult at the end and do another auto Q,
Yeah,
like auto and then
like,
sniper auto.
and something like this, auto before, and then like that auto before that Q as well. That's how you get the most out of your sniper. It's autoing before it can before you can proc it, right? Because it's an
Yeah.
instant combo. Don't think I can get an autoing before. I could. Okay, so it even works like this. You see the combo, right?
Yeah, you do sniper auto into blue Q into sniper auto into parking the mark. But
Yeah,
here you
but
didn't
it's
get it
hard
right.
without attack speed, right?
Yeah. But the way to make this reliable is to just like minimally delay your blue Q, right? So that your auto attack is ready immediately. It's not
Yeah,
about
true.
the
Yeah,
like it is about the attack speed, but you can also like just minimally delay.
yeah. Like you Q the wave for more damage on this guy because you have more sniper procs. Like this is
Right.
something.
So you're saying just yeah
So
okay. So you just
if the
proc more
target is
marks.
here, and we say I like ult them, and then I can do this
Yeah.
for more damage.
Again, if you want to watch the whole session, link is in the description. And if this video is the kind of stuff you want to see, I'm still trying to figure out this whole second channel thing. Please just subscribe or let me know in the comments. Have a nice day, guys. Good luck in solo queue. See ya.